Welcome again to the Melling Law YouTube channel, where we talk about different estate planning topics relevant to people living in Utah. Today we are talking about what to do when a loved one passes away, and we're going to assume that this estate is properly administered and that we don't have to go to probate. So we've taken inventory of the assets, we've had the funeral, we have death certificates, we've talked to all the financial institutions. What's the next step? If in anything that's payable on death directly to an individual, so this would be like an IRA or most brokerage accounts, even bank accounts, they're usually pay on death directly to somebody. Those we're not worried about as far as administering an estate. We just notify the financial institution, they're going to distribute those funds directly to those people, and we're not worried about it. But what happens if we have a trust or a small estate and there are funds available to the estate or to the trust? Well, we're going to take inventory of that. So once they've been distributed to an estate account or a trust account, we want to make sure we know what is the value of those assets as of date of death for accounting purposes. And then how are they supposed to be distributed? Are they supposed to be held back for a period of time and then used later on for like education for grandchildren, whatever that may be? If it's in a trust, there will be instructions. If it's a small estate and there's a will, the will will have instructions. And if not, then we determine who are the heirs at law, who is entitled to those funds by virtue of law. So this is a good point, if you haven't already, to call an estate planning or estate administration attorney just to get a feel for who is entitled to what and when and how. There are a lot of questions there, and as the person administering the estate, you want to be sure that you're covered. Usually we won't want to distribute any funds until we get some kind of waiver from the beneficiaries, just stating that you've done your due diligence, but that they can't come back on you for missing something just because because you're not a professional. You don't want to be liable at the same level that a professional would be. So if once we figure out how that estate's going to be distributed, then we go ahead and distribute, but that is the point at which you'll want to talk to an estate planning attorney if you haven't already. In this next video, we'll talk about what happens if this estate is actually going to go into probate.